Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, hold on. I got it. Oh, I'll be right back.
Where? Okay.
What? All right. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Monster Kid Media. I get a
Late night.
I get a late night drunk text from Mike. Hey, do you want to record something? Sure.
Let's do it. Hey, by the way, I look, I went to a place, I had some 80 cent wings tonight.
Yeah,
Teriyaki garlic mild fusion.
I love that for you.
It was fantastic. It
Tell the
was
people
the
what you think.
it was the lit. Do you want me to get my review?
Yeah, let's hear it.
11 out of 10.
Yeah,
Uh grilled, grilled wings, crispy, right amount of sauce. And this might be this might be, people have different thoughts, but blue cheese with it. Mm.
barf.
You stop it. You shut your mouth.
That's a nice shirt.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Look, I talked to a guy,
yeah,
and so yeah, I went to this wedding, and this guy was wearing it, and I was like, man, that's a nice shirt.
yeah. That is nice, huh?
And I was like, where'd you get that? And he's like, I got it from this place called Dixon.
Yeah, he must have really good style.
He was an attractive fellow. I tell you
Yeah,
what. I tell you what.
huh? Well, it looks good.
Yeah,
That's a good looking shirt.
yeah. You got a shirt like this, right?
Yeah, I got something that looks a little bit like that. I'm in my jammies right now, but
All
all right. So, what do you want to
right.
talk about?
Man, I don't even know.
We got to make it short because I got to go to bed.
All right, I know you want to make it short. All right, so let's throw a curveball. How about we throw a little, not a curveball, we throw a fastball because curveball is hard to hit. So let's throw an easy fastball right down the middle of the plate. Let's talk about the best iconic '80s like slasher villain, right? So you
Okay.
got you got you got your iconic ones, right? You got your four main guys. You got your
Your
Leatherface.
your horror Mount Rushmore.
Okay, you got Leatherface. You got Myers. You got Freddy, and you got Jason.
Yeah.
Okay, like I'm not going to talk about anything past that, right? So we're going to stick to that. We're not going to throw in Ghostface. We're not going to throw in Art. We're not going to throw in, although
Those are
Art.
from different decades. I mean, technically, Leatherface and
Well, yeah,
Michael are from the 70s,
correct. Yeah,
but 70s, 80s. Let's keep it 70s, 80s. There's other
right.
really good slashers like Harry Warden from My Bloody Valentine, but he's only got one film. We're talking about
Commercial. We're talking about like that people would know, right? So, like, if I'm talking to somebody on the street, they're going to know these guys, right? You know,
household horror names. Yeah,
household horror names, right? So they're
not
not
so
going
much
to
the
know.
obscure slashers.
Yeah, yeah, we're not going to do obscure ones. Four, like you said, we're going to try to make this simple and easy.
Okay.
Okay, so uh, what's your number four?
Are we going bottom up to
Of
number
course,
one?
yeah. I say bottom up. You can't start number one. Everybody starts number one. I never understand that because I feel like that's
We'll start at four then. Uh
yeah.
so
We
my
might we might be the same. I don't know.
my order has changed drastically since I was a kid.
Okay,
And I'll tell you my number one when I was a kid was Freddy. Freddy was a very popular, marketable character.
yeah,
In Nightmare on Elm Street Part One, he was terrifying. In Part Two, he was terrifying. And then he like kind of blew up and then just got kind of comical. It didn't bother me when I was a kid. As I'm older, I don't care for it so much. Like I want to keep horror kind of separate from comedy. So I
all
would
right.
say I would say
Oh,
my number 4 is Freddy.
oh, damn. You put Freddy 4. Okay.
But
I
I love Freddy.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
So,
Man, look at you. He went from 1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Okay. Wow.
What do you got? Who's your number 4?
Uh, eh, eh.
You know what? Okay. Yeah.
No, go ahead. What?
I don't know. I'm stuck here. I'm really stuck.
4 for me is Leatherface.
Based off of
Man. I think at his core, Leatherface is a little bit of a pussy.
I bet you wouldn't say it to his
I
face.
wouldn't say it to his face. But dude, look, when his family's talking to him, man, he's like, oh, like he gets all like down and shit. Like, come on.
You think he's after you and you talk shit to him like that? He's gonna do that, or is he gonna fuck you up?
Oh, he's gonna fuck me up. He's gonna fuck me up for sure. You try that shit with any of the other guys, right?
Well, I'll combat what you're saying. At the end of A Nightmare on Elm Street, Nancy's like, "You're nothing, you're shit," and then he just fucking pieces out like a bitch.
All right, because he's out of the dream state.
Yeah.
But Freddy's different.
And Freddy's like, "Oh, what?" And then
Yeah.
he does the swipe.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Look, Leatherface.
He's not even real.
I forgot the rest for
it's so unrealistic. You know what I mean? Like this dude that's in your dreams is gonna come out. That's not realistic.
Hey, look, you have your 4, I have my 4.
All right.
So listen, Leatherface. No, what I want to see him in my wheelchair going through the woods. No, but we can all be appreciative of what he did for us in that movie.
You kind of do remind me of Franklin a little bit. In a wheelchair, just bopping around. Sally. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Whatever.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey,
he's my number 4.
What?
He's my number 4. He's my number.
He's my number 3.
Okay. All right.
But he's my number 3 based off of how much he changes over the course of the films.
Mm-hmm.
I love his character in the original.
Mm-hmm.
I love the original film altogether. Toby Hooper did an awesome job.
Oh, I think that's another talk for another day. That film is so unsettling.
Just the way it was shot. The characters.
Yep.
Like the development of the villains. That's a whole different.
For sure.
Anyway, he's my number 3, but not because of his performance, not because of Gunnar Hansen in the original. The second film, I could take it or leave it. I wasn't a big fan of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Leatherface Part 3, Part 4 was just weird with Matthew McConaughey. You know,
but people love it, man. People love that one.
Yeah, and technically that was a 90s film. I don't know. He's my 3. He's my number 3. And I'm not taking anything away from him or Freddy. They're still icons and they're still up on the horror Mount Rushmore. But
yeah,
it is what it is.
Okay.
Tomorrow it might change.
I hear you. Because right now I know it's my turn and my 2 and 3 keep flip-flopping in my head.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh man,
You know what's crazy is,
you know you wanted this to be short, right?
yeah, I know I want this to be short, but you got me on this.
All right.
So what's crazy is Freddy and Leatherface have the most depth, I think.
I agree.
Um,
They've done the backstory, especially Leatherface. They've done backstory on him.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
and Freddy's backstory, like
Yeah.
I guess, Jason has a backstory. Michael doesn't quite have one because you don't really.
Yeah, but with Leatherface, they made a whole movie on his backstory.
Yeah,
So
like recently.
yeah. Stop, you already said it.
I know I already said it. It's
Uh,
tough. It's tough. So
it is. And that's why we're having this conversation.
are you up right now
I am.
for your
But
number
I don't
3?
I don't know.
Let's hear it.
Gosh, man. Uh uh I'm gonna say Freddy, but I don't like it.
It's hard to knock any of these down below the other, but
It is. Um uh man. I'm No, I'm gonna say Jason. I'm switching. I'm switching to Jason.
okay. He's your number 3.
He's my number 3. I I wish I could give you a reason.
Here's the problem with Freddy also. Like he is such an 80s icon. How did I put him at 4?
So Freddy is so different from the other 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like out of those 3, I mean, he has dialogue. Um and it's hard. It's hard to make somebody funny but terrifying at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that he was terrifying though in like Dream
He
Warrior
Yeah, I mean,
or Dream Master, but he was terrifying in Freddy's Revenge and the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
yeah.
Freddy's Revenge Part 2 was one of my favorites just
Hmm.
because of how dark it was.
Yeah.
Everybody says it
Absolutely.
has like these gay undertones and stuff, but as a kid, I'm
No,
not,
you're not
I don't
thinking about that.
understand it. No,
No, you're not thinking about that.
like the weird S&M bar. I knew it was an S&M bar when I was a kid. Like I understood that the coach was kind of a freak, but
Hmm.
um, like I never really, I
Yeah.
never thought of it as like some kind
Yeah.
of, I don't
But
know,
they had that in Police Academy.
what the S&M bar.
No, when they went to the, I forget, it was the Blue Oyster or something like that.
I anyway.
Anyways, um, man, I don't know. I know I said Jason 3. Um,
Here's the problem I'm about to have. 1 and 2 can't be Jason and Michael because they're both similar silent
they,
killers.
they're super similar, and they're super similar, and that's why I think I'm putting Jason 3 and Fred. Well, I'm putting Freddy 2. I'm gonna skip you. I'm putting Freddy
Hey,
2.
motherfucker.
Yeah, and listen, I'm gonna put Freddy 2. Listen, everybody, look. If anybody knows you, they already know who number 1 is for you. Okay, they know you're 1 and 2.
Yeah, but
Uh,
this
yeah,
listen,
yeah. I'm skipping you because you're gonna be Jason 2, Michael 1. It's vanilla.
hey,
We know
okay. What I'll just shut the fuck up then. You could just
it.
you do the whole show.
No. So I gotta have Jason 3 because of that reason. Jason and Michael
Even though
are.
you're a little, tipsy right now, I think you're probably more. I'm tired, and I'm not like thinking straight, but I think you're probably a little bit more on the money with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll think like Michael is for. Like I'm so sick of Michael Myers and his masks and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
But like growing up, Michael Myers was my hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was resilient. My man got knocked down, but he got back up.
Oh, man,
You know,
you're gonna get me start talking
like
about.
that. It's
You're
like
gonna
that song. What's that song? I
you're
get
gonna get
knocked down.
knocked down. Get up
But I
again.
get that's
You're gonna get me talking about Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, man. Don't do it. Don't
Halloween
do it.
Kills. Great film.
The end of that, I told. What did I tell you? What did I say when we talked after that movie?
You talking Kills?
Yes. What did I say?
I don't know what you said. You
I
said I
said
was gonna like the end of it.
you're not gonna. I said because we talked immediately after we both saw it, and I said Matt, you are not gonna like the last movie. I didn't know what was coming, but I said you are not gonna like the last movie.
Yeah,
I said
I
I
know.
said they, I said what? I said everything that they just did.
I think Kills would have been a great way to end that series.
Yeah, the way he came back. Well, anyways,
Different topic. All right, so
this is not short.
this is I don't even know what our runtime is right now. This is short enough. Give me your 4 right now.
Right now.
Mhm.
4 is Leatherface. 3 is Jason. Choose Freddy. 1 is Michael.
All right, I'm gonna agree with you. Fuck it.
You
I
agree with me?
I just changed all mine up. Yep,
What?
I changed them.
Ah,
I might switch Jason to Leatherface. Jason number 4, Leatherface 3, Freddy number 2, Michael number 1.
it's tough, man. It
That's
is.
that's my final answer right there. With giving it a lot of thought.
Did you just put Jason 4?
Yep, I did
Wow.
that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I put him 3, so
I mean, okay, so what Friday the 13th came out in 1980, right?
yeah.
And Jason wasn't even the killer. It was just kind of like this who done it, who's the killer type of movie. So Jason wasn't even Jason until part 2.
Yeah.
And by that time, um Halloween had already established itself, right?
Yeah.
So it was kind of using that template of how the silent killer with the white mask. It's just not a lot of originality there. I love the character and I love the kills and the slasher aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's still top 4 of my favorite slashers. But there's just not a lot of depth there. But ironically, that's why I love Michael, because you don't know, there's not a lot of depth. You
Right.
don't know why he's killing. He's just the boogeyman.
The problem with Michael though is that there's so many different story arcs. But anyways, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I would say if you put him and Michael next, or if you put Michael and Jason next to each other, the thing about Jason, it was, I mean, it didn't stray from what it was. Whereas Myers is like all over the fucking place. Well, I I can't say that because they had the fake Jason, right?
But it was still within the same universe.
Right. Yeah. Whereas Michael, that, I mean, that stuff's been all over the place.
It's a shit show.
It is a shit show.
I consider Halloween 1 and 2. I don't want to get into it.
I know, but I think and I think that that's always what I keep thinking about, right? I keep thinking about that. But if I was like looking at H2O, Michael, with those,
H2O sucks.
like I see the old Mike, like I don't see the Michael with like the big eye cutouts, right? Like
Yeah.
that's weird. It's not even scary. It's just it's not.
No, but what I appreciate about the 2018 trilogy
Yeah.
is they, first of all, James Jude Courtney, he really nailed the movements of Michael,
Hmm.
of Nick Castle in Halloween 1. And he even kind of did some things that Dick Warlock did in Halloween 2.
Hmm.
So he was one of the best Michaels through
I don't I,
all.
outside of ends. I don't have anything wrong with the reboot.
I got a couple issues,
Well,
but
I yes, but nothing as bad as what was happening in the 2000s and 90, like late 90s.
well, yeah, but the ending still.
Again, it's a
And
whole nother
so,
that's a
yeah.
whole nother video.
But
Um,
anyway, that actually brought the scary back to Michael and gave
yeah,
him that, you know.
yeah, absolutely. I agree.
H2O, oh my god, with there was the CGI mask in the one scene. Um
Listen, we're going off topic. You're going
no,
off
I
topic.
mean, yeah,
You
there is.
wanted to. You said I wanted to be short. Let's do the four iconic slashers of the 70s and 80s. Has it changed in the last 5 minutes for you?
Yeah,
I
it,
mean, since
it's
you changed
fluid.
it once,
No, it's Michael, Freddy, Leatherface, Jason.
and mine is Leatherface. Mine is Leatherface 4, Jason 3, Freddy 2, and Michael 1. And
That's a wrap.
that's correct. I'm not sure why Michael's 1, to be honest with you. Um, again, he's 1 because of the original Halloween, and
Mhm.
that's it. I
Yeah.
mean, out of all the movies that these guys have been in, that is the best movie. I mean, it's not even close. It's not even close. I get the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a classic.
Is it the best movie though?
No, no, absolutely not.
No,
No.
is Halloween the best movie?
Look,
I
if
mean,
I were to watch today for the first time, I don't know. I'm probably looking at it with nostalgia glasses.
you are. I'm telling you right now that if you watch
No,
Halloween
I have.
and a Nightmare on Elm Street today for the first time, you
I'm
would
gonna like
think,
Nightmare on Elm Street for
yeah,
sure. For
yeah,
sure. For sure.
it's
Yeah,
it's a better storyline.
dude. The original Halloween is a slow movie.
It's slow. Um, the acting's not great,
No. Mm-mm.
but it's nostalgic, and he's an iconic character, and he is Halloween now. I mean, I can't imagine a Halloween without Michael Myers.
Yeah. And that's why I was talking about earlier about we should revisit this because art is making a case to get in there.
Art
Uh,
needs about 6 more films
yeah,
to even.
Sam Sam needs another film.
I think they're working on it,
I know.
and technically, he's not really. It's not really a
No,
slasher.
he's not a slasher. Well, no.
Great character though. Anyway,
Fantastic.
I gotta go to bed.
This went way longer than we anticipated.
That's what happens.
It is.
We're Monster Kid Media.
Yeah. Tune in tomorrow and we'll have a different four.
I'm sure it'll be in a different order.
It will be.
All right. Go to bed.
You go to bed.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
going to.
All right. It's always great. It's always great to do this. But all right, man. Have a
Yeah.
good night. Everybody have a good night. Or whenever you're watching this, have a great day.
And what's your top four? Or what order would you put these in? I'm kind of
Yeah.
interested to know like what other people think. If you know
Yeah.
the other
My
four
guess is
that
that
watched it.
somebody would post four and then immediately regret it and then
Delete it.
post it, well, not delete it, just like do a little like edit reply to their own thing and say, actually, it's the
I mean, it just it. If you ask me tomorrow, Michael will be number four. It depends on my mood.
yeah.
Whatever.
I,
All right,
I
let's.
don't think Leatherface is going to leave my bottom. I don't think Leatherface is going to leave my fourth spot.
I think he could.
Although I'll be honest, the new movie was pretty good.
Which one?
The one where they try to do gentrification, all that kind of stuff. Like the new one
You
that
like that?
came out like last year.
Yeah.
It was great when he jumped on the bus and killed everybody. Fantastic.
So this is that's
You
another
said goodnight.
conversation, and I like that film. Um, for much like different reasons than I like 74. 74 is nostalgic, and I got nostalgia connected to it.
Mhm.
I did kind of love like him just slaughtering all those hipsters.
Yeah, it was
Like that,
fantastic.
that was fantastic.
It was great.
And like, well,
It's
it's a
hard to
whole
bring
lot.
back. It's hard to bring back that character in a new movie without it, um, you know, being forced. And I like the way that they did it. With they killed his mom, and so it's like, well, now you did it.
Now you did this.
You did this. Like she was the only thing that was keeping him from losing his shit.
Yep.
And yeah, and so I thought that was great. I thought it was, you know, um, so maybe he's
Uh,
three.
it's I gotta. It's hard to bring a character from the 70s or 80s into today's world anyway,
Yeah, absolutely.
with cell phones and the way people are now. You know, Eh, I don't know. Like
For
before, there were no cell phones.
yeah,
Half
dude.
half these horror movies, they would be over in 5 minutes if there were cell phones back then.
Mm-hmm. It would be, but hey, is what it is. Hey, 911. Hey, there's a weird guy in a white mask outside my door,
Duh. Movie's over.
but he shot him 6 times and he can't die. So,
All right, so we're gonna have to talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, then the newest one.
oh man.
I
Well,
need to think.
we have plenty of time, but we want your top four.
Yeah,
That's what we. Um. Hey, I saw you had 11 subscribers today. Look at you
yeah.
climbing the ladder.
How about that? I got the virus. I gone viral. Nobody's no nobody's actually watching this. I'll post little links on my Instagram, and I think it's just people that probably feel sorry. Like, oh, this poor kid. He doesn't have many friends.
I don't care. You don't need many friends. You need good friends.
That's
That's
it.
all that
Keep my
matters.
circle small.
So that's it, man. That was good. That was a good one.
That was good. We need to
So Myers, Freddie, Jason, well,
I'm going to bed.
All right, man.